Hello again, welcome back to our Black Forest Games live stream. Today we have the good news that we won one award at the German Developer Award. We have been nominated for more, but unfortunately some games like Spec Ops: The Line and Anno 2070 and the Delic with their title, they took some of our awards. It's a pity, but at least we won the Best Sound 2012 award. So our thanks go to the whole team, but especially to the guys who cared about the sound, which was of course Chris Hülsbeck, Fabian Del Prior, Jan Zottmann, Machine Supremacy, and I think I must have left the name, the printout with the name at Vladimir's desk. Maybe could you grab it on Vladimir's desk?
Jan Zottmann.
I mentioned Jan Zottmann. So Machine Supremacy, and of course our Schmitty, who integrated all the audio files and did all the internal stuff regarding audio. And we will show today then some Becker Awards that arrived already, and I think not all of them arrived, but most of them arrived. And then we have also Jean-François today with us, who will be interviewed, and one of our programmers. And then next year we will talk a little bit more, just as a look into the future. We'll talk a bit more about strategy, our thoughts on where the games industry is going, and maybe also our next Kickstarter project. We'll see. So I don't have, unfortunately, all the band names from Machine Supremacy right now, but Vladimir, I'm sure, will be able to give them later. So let me hand over to Vladimir and Emily, who will do the most part of the show this time.
I just want to pick up where Andreas talked about the award, of course, all about the award. And surprisingly, this morning we realized that our permanent sound team, which is composed of Schmitty, who is on site, and Jonathan, who is our external audio director. So suddenly we get an award-winning sound team for every project that we will be working on in the future. So Schmitty, respect. Well done. And for the award itself, there was lots of friends and partner studios that we know very well. They won deserved award. For example, Christoph Brosius, who used to work with us on many previous projects. His team won the Wimmelburg Best Children's Game award. Totally deserved it. He's a great guy. Then the friends from the Cliffhanger Productions, the guys who won Shadowrun Kickstarter project and did Jagged Alliance Online, they won the Best of Browser game. And we just had a nice chat with Jan, and he is extremely extroverted guy and gave us tons of good advices for our future endeavors in the field of online gaming. So I want to mention them as well. And finally, the best German game, Spec Ops: The Line. And Deponia, Delic, of course, they're great. We love Deponia, the soundtrack is awesome. So they probably deserve the best Yost game. And for Spec Ops: The Line, they tried this full of the story with the Heart of Darkness, respect again. It was controversial, but gameplay was, our metascore is higher, at least. I'm proud of it. And it's not even that German, because it's, I think the main guys are from America, and it's all set in Dubai, and we have Hansel and Gretel, so we're delivering in a German culture, which should qualify us more as the best German game at the end. With
they have to like release a patch where they're in like a later Hosen and a
and the Gianna Sister is German IP. Even though maybe you don't know, but Gianna is from Milan. Yes, originally they're from Milan, they're Italian, like the other Italian guy.
Obviously.
Like platformer icon. So yes, they're from Milan, and originally they were grown-ups, and the jewelries were part of their fancy style in Milan. Yeah, so the jewelries was stolen in a very original game. Yeah. Okay, so next thing was what Andreas already announced. That next year we'll try to change a little bit format and do a like semi, how to say it, it's American Chopper style show. How the small indie game developing team on the way to success. So we'll just try to engage you in the talks about where the industry goes, what are the markets, what the players want, what's the next Kickstarter project going to be, and just try to engage you more into the everyday game production. Pretty much deliver you the same talks and the same discussions we have internally, just with you guys as well. So I think it would be interesting. Live show, not live show. How is it called when the people American Chopper? What it is?
A
So
documentary. That's what it's.
Oh, we'll see. And the probably format will be more as a podcast, so we'll just edit it a little bit and throw all the slowdowns and airs. Okay. Next step would be maybe before we start unpacking stuff, just a couple of words about the demo and the Christmas level. Hope everyone tried. Grab the link for the demo, share it, spread the word. And the reason for it not being included into the main game, like Halloween level, that we wanted to give you a chance to play the score attack mode. Oh my god, you can try this level. Looking forward to your videos. And score attack modes, which our rigid interface wasn't allowing us to have it fully functional from within the game, within the extras. But we thought that it might be important to give you a time attack mode because everyone likes to compare their scores with each other, and here we go. Plus it's installed itself in a different directory, so there is no chance that you overwrite or break something with the main game. So grab the demo, it's free for download from our website, I guess. Do we have the link?
It's not public right now, but it will be by the time you're done watching the show.
And the backers already got the link.
Yeah, the backers already have all the links. The one link that we said, so we sent them via Kickstarter message, but they haven't been totally publicized. But all the backers were instructed that they could share it with whoever they wanted to.
But it's a demo link. The link is public.
Yeah.
So
Feel
free to share.
So now we're gonna after the show, we'll post it, and then everybody can. Sorry. Yeah, and it's for those of you who played on Steam or Good Old Games, it's an automatic update. So.
And also the demo is available on Steam as a Steam demo.
Yeah.
And Valve people were extremely cooperative, like a Good Old Games people. They were all nice. So we are featured in the demo section. We are featured on the main page, so it's easy to find us at least.
Yeah.
And so now to the
Kickstarter stuff. People are still kind of asking when they're like having some mini panics here and there via email about, I haven't received my rewards, did you forget me? But we didn't forget you, you haven't received your rewards because we have not sent your rewards yet. So we got a whole bunch of stuff in this week, and we're only waiting for one more thing to come in before we pack everything up. You can throw them.
when you come to the t-shirts.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So we're only waiting on one more thing, which will either come tomorrow or Monday, and then our goal is to pack everything up tomorrow and Monday, and then hopefully have everything sent out by Tuesday. Fingers crossed. So we will open some good stuff for you guys here. We took some photos on Facebook earlier, but we might as well just open them up a little bit.
What is this?
Oh my god, I don't know. What could it be? So here's our USB cards. I can go super close up and see. I'll show you. Ooh, so pretty. Cool stuff. Super exciting.
It's a credit card, but it's also a USB stick.
Wait, show me the credit card USB stick. It's pretty cool.
Backer pins came in today. Guys. It's floating. Oh, this is an art book. Yes. Here. Oh, there's the art book. Okay. Ooh, it's so pretty. Open it. For a random page. What'll it be? Oh. What is it? Oh, some platforms. And the shirt. Shirt.
Am I preaching?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Blue works on you, I think. I like it. Cool. Okay, so that's our little snippet from the backer stuff. Oh wait, no, it's not. That's it. And of course this guy.
Oh, wow.
Calm down, Vladimir. Cool. Very pretty.
I'll take that.
Okay. So now I think we can hand it off to Sarah, who is going to be interviewing Jean-Francois, one of our programmers today.
Spoiled the name again.
What?
Now I have one.
Okay, we have a special guest, our the most French programmer.
Hello.
So, hey guys, we're doing another interview with one of our developers. So, please tell us, who are you and what are you doing here?
So my name is Jean-François, but people call me Jeff around here. And I'm a gameplay programmer with BFG. And that's what I'm doing here, yeah.
How long have you been doing this here at BFG and before?
I think I started working at Black Forest Games, what it was called Spellbound back in the days. It was in the May of 2011. And before that, I used to have my own company, and where we were making iPhone games. And before that, I was working for a studio in Strasbourg, and we're also doing mobile games.
Okay, so how long in total have you been doing this?
Well, in total, I would say it's been about 8 years since I joined the industry.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you end up in the industry? Did you study this from the start, or did you do something completely different before and just fell into that?
Originally, I tried lots of things when I got out of high school. I wanted to be a doctor, I wanted to be a physicist, I wanted to be a law student, and so eventually I said, okay, maybe I could try computer science, because I was good at that. I was making small demos and intros on my Amiga at home. And so I eventually went to the UK to study game programming at the University of Teesside. And when I came back to France, I actually started writing a small demo for an online resume. And I sent the demo out to some studios in France, and I got lots of positive responses. And eventually I picked a brand new studio that was going to be set up in Strasbourg, which was called the Mighty Troglodytes.
Okay.
And it was very exciting because the studio was super small. We were working in the guy's living room, basically. And it was super friendly, super nice, so it was a great adventure. And after that, of course, then it's when you are in the industry, then sometimes the studios work, sometimes they don't, so you have to change jobs and everything. So, but I'm quite happy with the game programming job in general. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can you explain in simple words for someone who's not a programmer what exactly you're doing with
In simple words, I'm playing around with ones and zeros. Yep. And well, basically, it's about in game programming. You do a lot of maths. Obviously, you're doing a lot of physics. You're also doing some sort of you're doing rendering, for instance. You're doing artificial intelligence. So game programming is all those sciences put together, and you, in order to make a game out of them, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's basically the whole engine behind it.
It's basically it's the engine is part of it, but as a game programmer, what you do normally is that you take whatever the engine gives you, and you try to make things come alive, basically.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And are you a gamer yourself?
I am sort of a gamer myself, even though I don't have much time to play these days because of the tight schedules. And but yeah, I've been playing games since I was a kid. Back in the days, it was on the Commodore 64. Yes, I'm old. And
Don't say that. I started with C64. Please don't say that yet.
No, C64 is awesome. I mean, it's probably the best machine ever. Along with the Amiga, of course. The rest is crap. And now on PC I'm mostly doing FPS games. Or well, actually I bought the latest Humble Indie bundle, and now I'm actually playing more indie games than before.
Okay.
Because it's really interesting what indies actually do nowadays. Because they have very low budgets, they have very small teams, and they can come up with very creative ideas, and they're not constrained by publishers and everything. So it's very interesting to see what they do.
Out,
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite game of all times where you say,
Favorite game of all times? Probably you guys don't know this game because well, it depends how old you are. But one of my definitely favorite games is Zack McCracken from Lucasfilm game. Oh, you know this game?
So
You know this game?
Awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, absolutely awesome, Zack McCracken. And I have to say, it's not because we are doing Giana, but I remember playing Giana and my brothers and guy. It was like,
It had the hardest baguette in games history.
yeah, indeed. So actually, yeah, I should mention that Giana is actually the game that made me want to go to the games industry. And I'm not even kidding. I'm not saying that for the camera. But it's really true. It was really an awesome game. Even though I pirated it. Sorry, I didn't buy it. But it was truly awesome.
Okay. I have to say, I played it on C64 back in the day.
Oh, did you buy it? Did you buy it?
I didn't play it on the C64.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like 5 or something.
Oh,
so
okay.
I guess that even if I had played it, I wouldn't remember anymore. Yeah. So, working at BFG, what do you like about working here? So why BFG?
Basically, I like all things green, and BFG struck me as a really green studio. I mean, you kind of look around, it's like super green. But apart from that, what's nice is that well, the building is super nice, the atmosphere is super nice, the projects are really interesting. The team is very like you can tell that those people, they really want to make games for a job, but also for pleasure. And actually, in the companies I was working with before, it was not all the people were like this. It's really the first time that I see a company where everybody wants to work towards creating something cool. I mean, it's like now if I leave at 10 p.m. tonight, I know that there will still be people working on something. And it's really the first company that I see that.
Okay.
But okay, the previous companies were first, well, but still, it's quite nice. You can really feel that. Really, it has a good atmosphere.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me check if I forgot something. What would you say an aspiring gameplay programmer would need to be successful in the industry?
Successful. Okay, first thing, forget about success. No, it's true. It's true. I mean, really. I mean, if you really want to be successful, then you can be successful in your life. You know, you need to be successful in your job. But still, since you're asking, I think if you want to get in the games industry as a programmer, first thing you will need to do is have. I mean, if you do demos yourself on your computer, on your home computer, if it's not an assignment, if you're not doing this for the university or for something else, just doing this for yourself, and you can show off those demos and have those demos in your resume, then it's definitely a plus because it shows that you're interested in making games. And so basically, you can go to university and follow game programming courses, but the thing that really gets you, that really gets you into the industry, is doing things for yourself, really, and showing that to a recruiter is definitely a plus.
Yeah.
Like if you have small demos or something.
Well, I did modding too before that. So.
Yeah. For example, you can do modding, of course. Yeah.
Then we had a question from the chat. So what programming language do you use? Is it C++ or what is it?
Right now it's C++, but making games is not about programming languages. I mean, you can make a game with in Logo, Basic, or whatever. The programming language really doesn't matter at all. I mean, we're using C++ basically for performance reasons. But like if you see those people creating games with Unity, for instance, they're using C# or JavaScript, whatever, or Unreal Script on the UDK. So, I mean, what's really important is that you have to. Programming is not about knowing a language; it's knowing about what to do with the language.
Yeah.
So
it's basically if you have the principle behind it, you know it, then you can basically
exactly.
use every
I mean, if you have the tech background, if you are creative, and if you have if you really want to make something, then whatever the language, you can go ahead and create it.
Okay.
So.
Do you want to say anything else? Because I think I don't have any questions left, unless no one is coming. Oh, maybe David is coming with questions. Let's check. Are those questions for him or for Schmidt?
Ah, great. Next question. What kind of question is that? Do you have to
can
answer
just
that?
read it and then.
So the question
ask
is assembler a topic nowadays? Define topic. I mean, assembler is it's always nice to know the assembly language, especially if you want to know how computers really work. Then you have to know assembly at least a little bit. Nowadays, we merely use it when the game crashes so bad that the only thing you've got is just a bunch of assembly code and you have to decipher the code. So it's sort of important to know it, but it used to be much more important back in the days where it was the only way that you could create a game that was fast enough to run on mainstream PCs and stuff like this. Nowadays, the machines are so powerful that knowing assembly really is still a plus, but no one will ever make a full game using the assembly language.
Whatever you say.
Yes, it's true. Whatever I say is true. Remember it. So yeah. So is it a topic? Yes, it is. Is it relevant? Sometimes. It depends. I would say. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to say anything else? Otherwise, we give back to Schmitty. Because I don't have anything.
I want to say hello. And,
That's all.
And goodbye. Goodbye. I'm leaving
Like
now.
a boss.
Like a boss. Going back to work. Thanks.
Greetings everyone. So, I'm back again for questions more. And actually I have a hell of a lot of questions here and I try to get through them as fast as possible because it's a lot of stuff. And I get even more. So, yep. Don't be shy, just post more questions. So, question number one is the first 5 questions are leftovers from the last time when I was already off screen, so I will read them now and try to answer them now. Actually, they're all questions targeted to programming stuff, so I was consulting our tech director first for that stuff. So, if you have follow-up questions on these, please not address them to me because I wouldn't be able to. I could address them to Jean-François then.
Sorry, I had one last question, which was asked by someone in the audience. Do we use assembler in Jaya now? We do assemble things like blocks and stuff, but assembler itself, I have to say, in fact, yes. We do use assembler just for speeding up the math a little bit. And oh, it's written cough. So yeah, we do. All right. Back to Schmitty. All right.
Well, see, this happens a lot to me. I'm just talking. Anyone busts in and steals my spotlight, you know. Guys, I can't work like that. Okay, nevertheless, questions about programming and stuff. Yes. Question number 1. Aren't tech developers getting tired of multi-platform advances, pointing to x360, PS3, VU, Mac, Linux, etc.? The answer of our technical director was that never! That's usually the part of the fun. It's quite satisfying seeing your stuff run on multiple platforms. I hope I got him right there, even with a... Yeah, that was pretty much it. Speaking for me, live here. So, what is better, OpenGL or DirectX? So, many people regard OpenGL as better, although the community got put off after the last big standard change in OpenGL 3, which made a lot of people migrate from OpenGL to DirectX. So even hardcore developer John Carmack was moving from OpenGL to DirectX then. Let me see. So the result of this migration then was that DirectX is today nowadays more present on all the platforms out there. So, but according to our technical director, OpenGL is still alive and kicking, especially on certain mobile platforms, etc. The main console platforms like PlayStation and Xbox 360 don't use OpenGL. However, PS3 has included an OpenGL wrapper on top of on top of their graphics stuff, so there's something in there. So that's all I know about that. About programming language, Jean-François told us everything, so I can skip this question because it would be awkward to just tell the same again. Is any one platform better to develop for than others? Is a question. The answer of our tech director: no single platform is better. Each has its weaknesses and strengths. Let's start with the strengths. The strengths of the PC is it's very comfortable to program on. And since you don't have any real memory restrictions, that's pretty convenient. On the other hand, consoles are very great for performance analysis. They come equipped with really neat tools to do that job. So if you want to check why your game is running slowly or shitty or not as a way as you planned, consoles are the way to go. The cons, the PC has a drawback on performance tools. So actually where the consoles are brilliant, the PC is well not so well equipped. That is the case because of that PCs can be completely different from PC to PC. You have the guy who's always using the high-end PC, best graphics, best memory, best stuff. And on the other hand, you have the guy who has only his old garage custom-built thing from 10 years ago, which is not upgraded at all. So it's pretty hard to track performance on these machines. The thing that is speaking against, which is not so nice about developing on consoles, is it's harder because of their strong memory restrictions. So you have to squeeze it in there somehow, which makes it a bit of a pain in the ass if I'm watching people right. I'm not sure. Is it cool? I hope so.
Pretty sure.
Do we have any experiences with Moai? Nope. We don't. So, these were the leftover questions from last time, so let's get to the new questions we collected over the week from forums and other sources. Question number 1. How long did it take to develop Genesis' Twisted Dreams? I'm an indie game dev and I'm building a platformer. I just hope it's half as fun as Twisted Dreams. Answer to that is, it took us 12 months, plus including 1 month's downtime, so pretty much from the beginning of October last year to the end of October this year. Yeah, that's the answer to the question, more or less. Cool. Next question. Will there be a Xbox Live Arcade version future sorry, bad me. Will the XBLA version feature gameplay adjustments with the feedback you got about the great PC version so far? There should be all design fixes we applied to Genesis' Twisted Dreams PC version included up to a certain point, so which is the point now, I guess. Yeah, it should be up to the Christmas level implementation. It should all enhancements we did to the game should be included on the consoles, if I'm not mistaken in that case. Next questions. Will the Christmas level make it into the XBLA release? Most probably yes. Deadline is so tight that every extra feature we try to apply to that would cost us money. So our contract with our publishers we use for the consoles there is actually hitting at the 23 levels sharp, and everything else we include above this 23 levels would cost us extra, but we try to get it in there. So, next questions. Do you plan to remake other Rainbow Arts titles such as Turrican or Arpedia in the future? We have it on our radar, but right now it's very blurry and faint, so we want to do that stuff, but we're not sure if we can get the licenses or the IPs involved in that. The good thing with Genesis is we own the IP basically, so we could do it. So, next question. What will be your next game? Even more Twisted Dreams? Do you think Punkian is overpowered and can do much more things compared to the cute one? Well, let me put it that way. Punky is awesome. And Cutie is awesome too, because, let's see, Punk can do a lot of things with her dash ability, that's right. And there you have the bounce, you can break objects, you can kill enemies, but I answered this question already. I have some kind of a deja vu here. The main feature of the twirl is that you can ultra precise land on platforms and do jumping with that. It has much more to offer than just twirling over spikes or just following gem lines in the air. It is really a good tool if you have to be precise, especially if you play hardcore, uber hardcore mode. Some passages you would just use to dash to get through, but would be dangerous for some reasons. You could use the twirl as well to be on the safe side. So the twirl is powerful. Don't underestimate the twirl. Yeah, but to get to the original question, what will be our next game? More Gianna stuff, obviously. So we're right now working on a DLC, which is right now dubbed The Owl's Revenge, or The Overlord's Revenge. So we will see more of the owls and more vicious aspects of the owls there. I can't tell more right now. We are working on potential additional characters. According to what I get from our producer here, I'm allowed to say that actually. So, yep, we're working on potential more characters, with different abilities. So you can stay tuned for that. And of course, we will do more work for hiring the background, so that we try to work on multiple titles at the same time, so that we have our own little cozy area where we produce our games that we want to produce, and on the other side get some funds out of the publisher developer relations sector as well, so that we don't run out of cash accidentally or something. Yeah, and eventually we will be working on Ravensdale soonish. Not decided, but we really want to do the steampunk-esque game, and yeah, everything's looking pretty well into that direction. But I can't tell anything more precise now. So, God, so many questions, so little time. Yeah. So, would you consider releasing Genesis' Twisted Dreams on Wii U? Yep, we will release Genesis' Twisted Dreams on Wii U, and the release date will be around April 2013. Is this correct? Around April 2013, probably. So next year in April, awesome. Hey, when will this become? When will Genesis' Twisted Dreams be coming to the iPad? No, we won't release it on the iPad, but we will release it on Windows tablets though. So we have the tech to do that and pull that off. So we want to do that. So we start first with Win Surface Pro tablets, and we'll release later on ARM tablets too, but no iPads. I'm sorry. Next question. It would be great to see your level editor in action. Can we? Yes. There was Emily a couple of hours ago and was like, Schmitty, what do you think about creating a level live here? So after my question and answering session is over, I will try to entertain you with building fancy level stuff. At least I hope that we can do that. But at least I hope I'll be entertaining while doing that. Next, would you consider Kickstarter for future projects? Yep, for sure, absolutely. Kickstarter is awesome. Next question. There's a well-written Wikipedia entry for Genesis' Twisted Dreams. Have you contributed to this, or is it completely user-made? That's an interesting story. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, it was made by one of the guys from Destructoid. Auden, sorry, I hope I get the name right. Sorry, Auden, if the name is not pronounced right. Don't kick me. And last but not least, for the batch from the week, can you sneak peek just a tiny little bit of the things BFG works on currently? Well, we could in the next 2 weeks we could show some progress on the old Revenge, probably. Right now I have no material here because I got this question and answering pretty late. So this time, nope. Next week, yes. So have I still enough time to read the questions for today?
New year, not next week.
Oh yeah, there's new. Oh yeah, right. So in the new year when we announce our next video live stream, yeah. Thanks. This is not working well. Okay. So last questions. These are from today. Are we planning future cooperations with Machine Supremacy? Yes, please. Sure, we plan that. But not in the near future. Right now, the guys are on a tour, so it would be not possible to get them to do any more work right now. What do we have here? I really can't answer that one, so I will skip it for now. Is it cold in the Black Forest Game Studios? I mean, because of the scarf. Well, let's say setting up the whole stuff for the editor stuff. I was sitting on the floor for for an hour, and that in a part of the company that was not very well heated at that point because no one was working here. So yeah, so this part is cold, but the rest is a bit more cozier. But actually, yeah, it's yeah. What else do we have on our wonderful list? Yeah, this is a question I would like to skip because I don't know anything about that. Sorry. I will answer the next question, the last question on the list next week, and I'd say we now go to well, I'll show you something of our editor and how we build levels with the editor, and I hope you're enjoying it. Could be a bit bumpy. Okay. So what? Oh, this will be awesome. Oh, sorry. Thanks for the keyboard. There you go. How do I do this with the mouse here?
I'm gonna have to give you the mouse. Oops.
Awesome. Guess what? I take. This is not working.
Just use this.
Oh,
You have to sit a little lower, I guess.
I have to sit a little lower, you say. Okay. Nice, a little lower.
You're no longer on the screen anyway.
Yeah. So, what you see here is a wonderful editor, which is driving me crazy all day and night. And on screen you have what we call our library. It's gameplay elements. It's inspired by tileset editors. So what we did here is we created 3D objects and made some tiles. So you see basic level geometry stuff is shown here, which is oops, oh, the controls are not configured correctly. So okay, I'll try to work with that. So what we have here is basic tiles for nature environments, and down here we have basic tiles for inner and castle environments. So actually, we level designers see only those 2 bits of the tile sets. Every other tile set you might have noticed in the game, like ice, fire, like the sand on the in the pirate level to 2-7 it was, or like the tree level, which is 3.5 if I'm not mistaken, were tiles that the artists swapped out later when they were dressing the levels. So just do not wonder when you're missing some tiles here that you have seen in the game and stuff. So where do we start? So let's start with a basic piece of geometry. So I should maybe deactivate. Oh, it's not deactivate. So we deactivate the. Perfect. This is much better. So we grab the first tile. Let's take one of the big ones here. Where actually is it? Why is it nowhere to? Ah, crap. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I've placed it into the wrong level. So let's say we create first a new level, shall we? Let's call this live stream. Oh, that's a neat name. So practical. So, where's our live stream? Oh, please don't tell me it's down here.
Alphabetic?
Yeah. Let's check that. There it is. Live stream. So into the live stream we dump a layer. The first layer is always the design layer. What we're doing is we separate every department in different layers so that we have no overlappings in work. We work on different layers at the same time. So with that layer we can now start working on our level. So we have our first chunk of level geometry here. So let's say we place it here. So that's not much. That's basically it. I move it around, just very easily. What you see in the background is our grid. I can, if I want to deactivate it so that you can just see the level, or I can reactivate it, which is really helpful. It's tiled into blocks of 9 to 9 meters, and is tiled into bigger chunks then, which are tiling up more and more and more, so that we can build and adjust large geometry with an easy snapping mechanism. So, where's Gianna? Let's grab Gianna. There she is. Try to zoom a bit more in. I guess you can't see much. So, I'm sorry when it's a bit bumpy. The controls are not customized to my habits actually. So we have Gianna here. Wonderful. That means that works already. So, and with Gianna here and the piece of level geometry here, we can already say let's export that stuff. So we created a new bundle. Let's call that the same thing. Just call it LSL live stream level. Then I dump my live stream level into the LSL folder. Wonderful, there it is. And I want to export LSL. So I grab the controller.
Hoping that it works.
And hope that it works. Pray to the gods of the internet, to the flying spaghetti monster and everything.
Especially the flying spaghetti.
Especially the flying the spaghetti monster ramen. And if nothing's... Oh, yeah. Actually, my level should have appeared here. Okay. Wait a second. Let's do funny stuff. I like funny stuff. So we go into a wonderful level art folder here. Delete level 1-2. Bye bye level 1-2. Ah, yeah, wonderful. I hate doing that. Just a couple of hours before live streaming. I'm sorry about that. That's live.
You know, while you do that, I can answer a question that came in from the...
I want to get in front of the camera, maybe.
Well, it's not the camera. The camera's off. It's just
Audio, but that's fine. So I'm going to answer a question that came in over the chat, which is, if the question is allowed, how are Gianna's sales until now? Did Gianna sell as it deserves? The answer I have written on this piece of paper is, how to put it, it's rather on the short end of what we were hoping for. And there's a frowny face, so imagine me frowning right now. Little sales in the US, mostly because we don't have a lot of visibility over there. I don't know if you all noticed, but for some reason the big US sites are not picking us up. Do you know why? No, I don't know.
No, I don't know. We have made the most awesome game ever. And
Of course.
And actually, we would have won all the prizes we are applied for, but we were so...
It was rigged.
Yeah,
it was rigged.
No. We pitied the others so much. That
Oh,
we have,
yes, of course.
Yeah, we have to give them the prizes.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
But you know, I'm pretty greedy, so I wanted to have the audio prize for myself. So
Because you worked on it. That's
Yes,
fair.
yes,
That's fair.
yes.
Yes.
by the way,
Anyway, there's good news because there are plenty of people who will enjoy the game in 2013 because it's also going to come out on different consoles. First, or confirmed release is obviously the XBLA release that you have heard about now. And no, we have not forgotten the PlayStation. But we don't have any more details on that yet. But yeah, so that's good. Schmitty,
yeah.
how long did?
Oh, that's not good. I hate my life. But by the way, I totally...
How long did
Oh,
we?
come on. Yeah.
It's the Vorführ effect.
Yes.
How long did it take to make one level, for example, the Amethyst Mines?
Oh, the Amethyst Mines is a special level to me. It was the first boss level I worked. I can open that, by the way. The Amethyst Mines were kind of special. It was the first boss level, and we were not knowing what to do, so we said it must be longer than usual levels and harder. So that thing took 4 weeks to be created. Normally, we designers work 2 weeks on a level, and then give it over to the dressing department that invest 1 to 2 weeks time. With the Amethyst Mines, I was investing 4 weeks to tweak it to its release date. And, oops, did I click something?
I don't know.
Did I zoom out?
Did you?
I don't know. If something happened, just tell Sarah, she will tell me. So it took 4 weeks for that to be created and tweaked correctly, and another 2 to 3 weeks for dressing. So that was one of the more complicated levels.
I see.
And my favorite level, by the way.
By the way, you can continue working on it because nobody's looking at you because the camera's off.
Oh crap!
But that's
I'm very sorry here.
That's okay.
Right now I'm a bit, out of. You guess what? I just take now a level that is existing and manipulating it. I think you got the idea. Was me grabbing a level. Yeah. By hand?
Sicher. Weißt du wo?
Yeah, but what I didn't. Wait. What I didn't know, I put it into level 1-2 and exported it as level 1-2, so it should be exported, right? So see?
Yeah, but maybe you have to delete the old folder, right?
So
I deleted that already.
Then it should work.
It does not work.
Why? What do you?
I don't know why it's not working. So let's go here. I just grab level 1-2.
Yeah. Go to go down. Go to data VForge.
Yeah.
Go to scene.
I will answer
I
another
have to
question
do that as
while
well.
they go at it here, if you can understand me.
That one.
Oh crap.
So we were asked, do we start with sketches beforehand or do we just go at it? I can answer that safely. We sketch.
Actually, I can show you a bit of that if you want to.
Almost all levels are designed on paper first.
Yeah, right. I should read the error reports instead of clicking them away.
So at first you get an idea on paper. You look at trying to place different puzzles, come up with neat ideas on how to create nice pacing, flow, and whatnot, and then you try it in the editor. Sarah's telling me she does it all in her head, but then again she does many things in her head, so that's okay.
No, I do basically only the geometry and rough sketches because I can't work with only on paper. I always.
So it's different for everybody, obviously. Like everybody has different tastes.
So, if this is not working now, you can. I don't know. I will cry. Oh, what time? What?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I
keep
don't
going.
know.
Keep going.
I keep on. Oh, this looks good. This looks great. So.
See, I fixed it.
Yes, you fixed it. Thanks
Sarah
again,
fixed
Sarah.
it.
Sarah fixed it.
Awesome.
So yeah, wonderful. We have our chunk of letter geometry. We have Gianna. It's boring as fuck and wonderful, but it's working. Isn't it awesome? So let's get back. I said back. Why wasn't the tech? Why isn't the tech obeying me? I don't know. So. Yeah, so basically, I can show you something if I find the right folder here. And no, it's not connected to this computer. Wonderful. So I can't show you any of my scribbles, but I would do so if I could. So basically what we do, we make first a paper design. Then the level designer who did the design is showing that off to the vision keepers, aka project owners. That would be me for level design then. And if I'm okay with that, then level production starts basically like that. So next I show you how the tile set is working. It's pretty damn easy. You just grab stuff and you can just add it with drag and drop. It snaps and it's cool. That's pretty cool, right? There was actually a question about a couple of why is there what is hanging in the air there?
There's a tree hanging in the air.
Yeah, I know. That's pretty disturbing.
It's a floating tree.
It's a floating tree. It's actually part of my level for some reason.
Schmitty,
Yes?
are all levels based on the grid layout?
Yeah, basically most levels are all levels are based on this grid layout. However, in some rare cases when we want to do some precision stuff, we deactivate the snap ability of the grid. Not like that. Oh come on. Oh fuck. What is wrong with this stuff? So we deactivate the snap. Wonderful. And as you see now, we just can move this as smooth and easily as we want. So if we want to create a something that is not bound by the 9x9 meter thing or by the smaller grid, we just can do really precise placement of objects. But in general, for the basic layout, we try to keep true to the grid for the levels. So why is Control Z not? Because it's in English. Yes, wonderful. Control Z is working again. Because the Z is there where the epsilon is on my keyboard. Wonderful. So, yeah, basically whatever you needs. So, what else could I show you potentially? I think if I now create a whole level without having my paper design at hand.
Yeah, no way. We don't have
annoying.
the time for that.
Yeah, so what I do now is I just show you how basically a level would look like if we're finished with that. So, let's say I unload, deactivate that one. Wonderful. And I reload this level. Wonderful. So this is now the first level of the game. And basically when I zoom out, actually one of the levels I built, in addition, it's the only level which I did not signet with my signature move. So, yeah, basically, so this is the dressed version. I just activate the grid because it looks a bit inconvenient. So, if you have a look, this is basically level 1. Gianna starts up here, comes from the vortex, drops down, and everything's as you know it. So, What we see when we create the level is not that wonderful view, but more or less that. That's plain old what I did with that level. Everything else was dressing you've seen before.
And the dressing is done by the artists.
Exactly. So it's just, you see just general platform placing, just gems. You see the checkpoints. You see shields dropped. You see the billboards placed for tutorial reasons. We place these little skulls here at every dangerous place. Big gems, stuff like that. So we have here, basically, if you want to know how this stuff mechanical looks, if I now select the design layer, you see that a lot of vertices and a lot of lines has approached around the gems. If I deselect it again, it's vanishing. So on that level, you see this is a rotating gem ring. Actually, this is rotating at the first level, which is going in circles, and you can collect the rings, as well as this beauty here, which is consisting out of tons of gems around rotating around that big gem, which is giving you quite a nice feeling when collecting all that stuff.
Death Zone.
Oh yeah, we have wonderful over there sounds. Usually they look blue when they are placed, but I'm one of those guys who wants to have them red, so I color them red all the time. It's more deadly, you know. You see, it's players getting killed there, and it's red and like blood. Anyway, so basically this whole thing here is basically one big object. Actually, I can move that around. It is containing. You see the gems are not moving. The gems on this screen here, which are placed here, are just placeholders, so to tell me, yeah, there is a gem ring which is rotating. But the whole thing you see in the game is actually that logic spider web thingy here, which has certain distances we can adjust. I can show you the. I don't know if you see much of that, but there's our properties window, so you can see how the rotating speed here is. That it is a rotating platform. If it's advanced or not. So I would say that if it's advanced, then onward switch it would turn in a different direction. And you can adjust the distance with every gem to the center. So if I want to, actually I can show you in game what it does. So let's grab a copy of this gem ring here. Just copy that. Go to the beginning of the level. If it's get too boring, please tell Sarah to tell me that it's boring.
Well, we only have 5 minutes left.
We only have. Oh.
That's okay. You can do that, then it's over.
Paste the cursor. Wonderful. So here we have our wonderful gem ring. And what I do now is I readjust the size of the ring for some of these gems. So let's say half of them. To a distance of 3. And because I like red gems for them, I tell them they are red gems. Oh, no, they're nothing. I'm sorry. Red gems. Next time I have to prepare this editor session better, and maybe I should just make a video, because videos are more awesome. But just roll with me here. Let's export this simply, shall we? So we go to level 1.1. Say we want to export level 1.1. And then we see that we have adjusted that wonderful gem ring, and that we've moved the distance.
If everything goes well.
If everything goes well, yeah, that's a day of stuff breaking.
For effect.
Yeah, true.
Somebody asked, how are the hitboxes for objects determined? For example, for gems or for deadly obstacles or whatnot. Are they predefined or are they set individually?
It's down there. What's in the taskbar? What's in the taskbar?
I have no idea.
Okay, I can't show you. I'm sorry. I'm sucking at this right now. Pretty much. I don't know why, but it's breaking.
It's because it's a different.
Just imagine a wonderful ring rotating with half of the gems focused around the center, and it's there red, and yeah, I'm sad. Yeah, I can answer that question. So we get predefined. We have predefined values in a really evil file we call the manifest. We want this file to be gone and get a decent implementation of that, but it's following up soon. And then we can adjust for each object the stuff individually if we want. Just make copies and put it in there. And I see that my boss is standing next to me and wants to have some screen time, so I will just head over, give the camera over to Andreas as soon as the camera is not showing the editor anymore, and I'm going home now because I'm embarrassed. Yeah. wrap myself in a scarf.